Everyone, it's Victoria with Nutrition by Victoria, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to answer the question of, do you need to eat fats for hormonal health? So let's get right into it. The bottom line is that all foods contain a little bit of fat, especially whole food form. Plant fats can be found in all plant foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, grains. So the way that this works, and the reason why I've never struggled with having any kind of hormonal imbalance issues eating a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet, is that I have always eaten a sufficient amount of calories. So it's not so much about your fat intake, but rather your calorie intake as a whole. So people will develop hormonal issues because they simply don't eat enough calories, and that's all it comes down to. So because I eat a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet, my fat intake is very low. I'd say it ranges to about 5% of my daily calorie intake and has looked like that for the last decade. And I've never had issues with my thyroid, with my sex hormones, with any of it. All my blood work always comes back normal. I have a monthly cycle. I've never had trouble conceiving. So hormonally, I've always been healthy as long as I've been eating enough calories. In the past, I have struggled with having regular menstrual cycles, and a lot of that had to do with under eating at the time. So as long as you're eating enough calories, you're able to create enough energy for your cells to function the way that they're supposed to in order to create hormones. So that's what this all comes down to when people say you need fats for hormones. That's generally because what's recommended is a diet that's insufficient in carbohydrate calorie intake. So when you undereat on carbohydrates, when you undereat on calories as a whole, that's when you can run into hormonal issues because you don't have enough cellular ATP, our cellular energy currency, in order to generate hormones. We need enough ATP that comes primarily derived from glucose in order for our cells to have the energy that they need to produce the hormones that they need to produce. So it's like a domino effect in terms of regulating metabolic homeostasis. You have to put the glucose in order to drive the cellular metabolic machinery to create the energy that then goes and feeds all the other cells that allows them to do their various jobs. So that's all it comes down to. You don't need to eat an excessive amount of dietary fat or even increase your dietary fat intake at all in order to have hormonal health. Now, the only instance where more dietary fat would be necessary is if you're underweight, if you're under eating regularly, under eating carbohydrate calories regularly, but you'll still have metabolic and health issues from under eating carbohydrates if you're replacing them with fats. So you're still going to lower the metabolic rate. You're still going to create imbalances in the body because you don't have enough glucose available, and you're forcing the body to use that dietary fat for energy production, which is what dietary fat ends up, that's its fate ultimately anyways. So we either store excess dietary fat or we use it as backup energy. We're always burning dietary fat, but we need to have sufficient carbohydrate calories available in order to burn fat efficiently. So when we're under eating on carbs and we're eating more fats, thinking that's what we need to do in order to be hormonally healthy or metabolically healthy or to lose weight or whatever it is, you need to understand that in order to even utilize that dietary fat efficiently, you need to have enough carbohydrate available. Otherwise, your metabolic rate goes down and you start running metabolic cellular machinery, biochemical pathways that are alternative and are not ideal for creating optimal health in the human body. Talk a lot about this in my coaching program. If you're interested in taking that course, it's a 4-week course. Follow the link in the description box to my website, nutritionbyvictoria.com. But I think that sums up this video. You can be hormonally healthy and not have to eat overt fats like nuts, seeds, avocado, coconut oils, or animal products, so long as you consume enough calories from carbohydrate sources, especially fruits and vegetables and starches that are going to come with their own small amounts of essential dietary fats like omega-3 fatty acids. As long as you're eating enough of those foods every single day, which for a woman looks like about 2,400 calories a day, a man about 3,000 calories a day. As long as you're meeting your carbohydrate calorie needs every day, you will be hormonally healthy, you will have metabolic balance, and you will be working towards optimal health and achieving, whatever your goals are, maybe a lean, fit body. Either way, you stick to this plan, a high carb, low fat, plant-based vegan diet where fat intake is low but sufficient, protein intake is low but sufficient, and you can eat as much high carb foods as you want. You're rowing your boat in the direction of optimal health and staying effortlessly lean for life. It also slows down the aging process. There's just so many benefits to it. So if you're interested in my coaching because you want to get on board, just follow the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.